Gonna walk down Ossington here. Academy's not a suitable shooting space this week. Oh, the clinic where you work?
Yeah.
Hi,
I'm Morgan.
what's going on, Morgan?
Not a whole lot, it's Saturday.
Guys, what's going on? It's Caesar, the physio here, and I'm excited today because we're going to be talking about running. We have a special guest here, Morgan. She runs with Parkdale, she's run with Bond, she runs with Adidas. She's helped pace me all the way in the back in the past before, and she's here to help us out today. How long have you been running?
Probably for the last 10-15 years. I've enjoyed running, so I always had it as part of my working out.
Nice.
But it's probably been the last, I'd say, 4 years that I've really been into running and training and doing races and half marathons, marathons.
What advice would you give to someone who's looking to do like their first marathon?
Get a training plan and really try to stick to that training plan.
You just ran a marathon, right? Like a few days ago?
6 days ago,
Yeah.
last Sunday. There's a lot of emotions that you go through during a marathon, and when they tell you to run the longest distance that you can during your training, to really know what it feels like when you hit that wall, like that wall is real. It's really hard to not get inside your head. There's a lot of points where I wanted to walk off the course and just not even do it anymore, because I'm like, I'm not winning anything at the end of this, who cares? I'm doing this for me. Most people usually try to have some sort of mantra that they follow, just repeating that mantra to yourself over and over, just letting yourself know that you've put in the training, you've put in the work, and you are physically capable of doing this, because your body is capable of doing it, and it's all just a mental game. On this race, I was running through the country, and there was a little turtle on the side of the road, and I actually took that as a sign that I'm like, he's just like, chill out, take it slow.
Yeah.
You're gonna get through this, slow and steady wins the race. And so I actually just pictured that turtle my entire race.
That's
really
awesome.
cheesy, but I did it.
All right, so we're gonna start this the same way we start all the other videos. We're gonna do a self-assessment. For this one, you're gonna need a buddy. So you're gonna have your phone, you're gonna give your phone to your buddy, and you're gonna say, can you record me running towards you and away from you for about 50 meters? When you're facing the camera, what you're looking for, we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. You're looking at your feet first. You wanna see which way are your toes pointing. So Morgan's pointing in a great direction, her toes are pointing forward. What you don't want is the toes pointing out. So show us that, Morgan, just turn your feet out. So you don't wanna be seeing that, especially when you're running. It just destabilizes your foot, your knee, your hip, and it creates a ton of issues. This is generally what you should see from the front when you're looking at the knee. You want it to be in line with the foot and in line with the hip. What you don't want is this, right? You can already see that there's gonna be a ton of pressure here on the inside of the knee with every step that she takes. And this will also increase the risk of her arch collapsing, and she may get some foot issues as well. The last piece from the front that you wanna take a look at is the hips. So Morgan, I want you to just kind of let your hip pop to the side and drop. Yeah, exactly. Really exaggerate it. There you go. So what you don't want is what I call like salsa hips, like dancing hips. It's okay for dancing, but when you're running, you don't necessarily want your hips shooting out and your other hips sort of dropping down. You want it to be nice and level, so show me nice and level again. That's what you want. So from this side, we'll start from the bottom up again. What you're looking for is stride length. And research shows ideally you want a shorter stride, which is gonna help you land more in the middle of your foot. Give me an example of like a huge stride. Yeah, good. That's a big stride. You can see she's landing through her heel first, and that's gonna send a huge impact through her whole body. If she has a shorter stride, so show me an example of a shorter stride. Good. Shorter stride lands more in the front of the foot, middle of the foot, and you can see that her foot is also closer to her center of gravity. Number 2 is gonna be the hips, again, the pelvis. So this is what you don't want with the run. You see how her lower back is extended, her pelvis is tilted. She's losing the ability to engage her core. So now her spine is more neutral. She's got a subtle curve, which is what you want in your spine. It's gonna help engage your core, and it's gonna help just reduce the risk of injury altogether. And Morgan, thank you for coming. Appreciate having you here on the episode. Thanks for sharing your knowledge, and thanks for helping us run in the community. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Come on around again soon.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you.